No, and I want to make sure it's not in your hand. You fucking cocksucker.
Happy, you giant
Fuck
cuck.
you.
Hey. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck your mother.
My mother is a nice woman.
Yeah, she is.
She's a very nice lady.
Tiffany's a very, very nice lady. Hates the Jews.
She doesn't hate... How many times do I have to explain this to you, Franz? My mother doesn't hate the Jews. She just thinks that they rule the world. And... they kind of do.
Yeah, they do. But what you're missing from that is the anger she put behind that explanation. In the middle of the fucking food court in the mall, she is angrily and by the way, up to this point, the 10 years prior of knowing your mother as the sweetest, nicest woman, just go off about these Jewish folk. Like, she's like Hitler's long-lost granddaughter. Like, it blew my mind.
No, she hates Hitler. She does not like Hitler one bit.
She hates the Jews also.
She doesn't hate the Jews. She just... My grandfather showed her this crazy video where it showed, like, all the Jewish-owned companies in America. Yeah. And my mom was like, oh my God, how do they do that? They rule everything.
Because they're good with money.
Exactly. But how are they good with money? Because they've always been the most powerful there is.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's either. Because generally they're the ones who
historically,
are being
they're the ones without the power. In a lot of instances. At least 6 million counts.
Way more than that.
I said at least.
Moses.
I said at least.
The Holocaust. The pogroms.
Yeah.
People just fucking hate the Jews. They really just...
Well, yeah.
They do not like them.
I mean, I don't have a problem with Jews.
I don't either, but some people do.
It's probably because the both of us look like Jews.
I definitely look like a Jew. A red-headed, curly fuck.
And I just... Jew. I exude Jew, even
you
though
don't
I'm the exact
You
opposite.
do not exude Jew. You exude drug dealer. Yeah, about drug dealer. That's the only thing you're literally... It's fucking like 50 degrees out right now, and you're wearing a drug rug, cargo pants, and no shirt underneath your fucking drug rug.
Yeah.
You look like the Big Lebowski if he gave up.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, now, your hair looks fucking red.
It's been red.
What the fuck do you mean it's been red? Did you dye your hair?
Long time ago.
To look more like me?
No.
Yeah, I know, you want to look like my redheaded ass.
Well, no.
You knew I was super cute.
No, it was a box of brown hair dye that apparently doesn't work for blonde people, so it turned my hair bright fucking red. Like, my hair color was your hair color for a point in time. And, like, it was obvious that I dyed it. And, like... I remember we went to Delaware. Me and my family visited my great-grandmother. We're in Barnes & Noble. And we split up because we're all old enough to do that.
Dude, I love Barnes & Noble.
Oh,
Barnes & Noble's like the best store ever.
And so we split up in Barnes & Noble because we're all, don't need to hold each other's hands. We're at that age, us kids. And none of us had fucking service on our phones whatsoever. So the only way my mother could identify me and find me in a 2-story Barnes & Noble was by seeing me going, "Hey, Ronald McDonald!" in front of a crowded Barnes & Noble. And immediately they all looked to the fucking redheaded guy.
Wait, when was this?
January. Last year.
It's been red for over a year.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I just pick up on this?
Because you're retarded. And, like, it's mostly back to its normal color now. I mean, it's still got some red, but...
I guess I am retarded. Holy shit. I always knew I was autistic. I didn't know that I was completely fucking full retarded.
Is that what my hair looks like?
Oh, fuck. Barnes & Noble's a great store, though.
Great store. I bought some of my favorite books there.
Like what?
Well, this book is full of spiders.
Cooking meth for dummies?
No, I bought that at Home Depot.
Oh, yeah, good point. I got mine at fucking Trader Joe's. Or Cracker Barrel, actually. I bought it from a guy behind the store.
And it's not even, like, an official how-to dummy book.
No, it was just a napkin.
Written in red crayon.
And with blood smears on the backside of it.
Wow.
And
That sounds awesome.
And a needle wrapped, and the napkin was wrapped around a used syringe. It was a good time. Good time. His name was Frank. His name was
Frank?
Yeah.
So you know Tony?
I don't know Tony. I know Frank.
You know, Tony like a shoot up?
Tony.
Yeah, that's his name.
What the fuck? I know you didn't just come up with that off the top of your head.
I actually did.
Who'd you take that from?
I didn't.
Tony like a shoot up.
Yeah.
You did not fucking come up with that.
I just did.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's a good fucking name. Tony like a shoot up. That's a good fucking name. We have to use that one.
Oh yeah, that's it's my new drug abusing anti-hero for comic. Tony. He's Italian. Tony like a shoot up.
When he does heroin, it gives him the magical powers of passing out and not remembering his last 6 hours.
Yeah. And during those 6 hours that he doesn't remember, where it comes in to be an anti-hero, he just goes and like fucking busts heroin deals and then does all the heroin to keep busting deals.
He kills all of the heroin dealers, that way he can get free heroin. Yeah. And also to clean up the streets.
And dirty his blood, yeah.
Good point, good point. He's kind of like Spawn.
Well, he kind of like a shoot-up, so yeah. Fucking it. Spawn, what a fucking character. Did you ever play Soul Calibur? Any of those games?
Yeah.
Fucking Soul Calibur 2 is my shit. And I always play as Spawn. And I kick some fucking ass in that game, dude. It's like it's such a hard game.
Is he overpowered?
Oh yeah, along with his mystery weapon. Like it's hard for me to lose, and I'm not good at video games.
How overpowered is he? Is he like 3 shots, you're done?
Well, with that particular weapon, I could hit you 6 times at a max, and you'd just be fucking dead.
What weapon?
I want to say it's like Agony or something, because they're all like fucking battle axe, one-handed type deals. And like his mystery weapon, you don't know exactly what specs you get, because you know in Soul Calibur you get to... particular weapons have different skill sets. Like some have like, you know, you have a boosted guard, you can cut through guard, and then there's like, yeah, you fucking it'll eat your health the more you use it, but as an offset to that, like for the amount of damage you deal, you get back in health. Like there's so many different variations to different weapons, it's insane. And this game came out in like what, early 2000s, and it's still one of the harder fighting games to play.
I think Soul Calibur 2 came out in like 2003.
Something like that, early 2000s.
It was fucking, yeah, it was a long time ago.
It's a hard game too, isn't it? Like,
yeah, no, it's fun though. See, I always thought I was so good at that game. I thought I was so fucking good at that game because I would use Nightmare. And Nightmare is just retardedly overpowered. So I was like, man, I'm so fucking good at this game. I kill everybody in like 4 hits. And then I realized, oh, it's because I was using the one character that can do that. And then I tried to use other characters, and I got my fucking taint sucked out through a straw.
Well, yeah, it's because every character has their own skill set they have to learn. It's not all just one basic algorithm for controls. Like, I started with Keelik, who has got the fucking long staff. And, like, I was decent enough with him, but, you know, eh. And then I went to Spawn, and I do really well with Spawn. And then the other one I do is...
Does Spawn have his guns?
No.
I was gonna say,
it's just
that
the
seems like
axes.
That would be fucking overpowered if you had
a little bit. Like in a video game where there's fucking brass knuckles and long staffs and nunchucks, Spawn's got a fucking gun.
2 of them.
You're right. I mean, like, the only thing that I think you could say would be close to that is that, like I said, Spawn's got the battle axe, but he's got this like superpower.
Stop hitting the bed, because when you hit the bed, it shakes the box and it fucks up the audio.
Okay, well, maybe if you hadn't just go... I could actually fucking understand you.
Okay, well,
yeah,
we got it all out now. So fucking that's how I used to feel about Super Smash Bros. Because like I would always play it just by myself, so like I never really learned how to get really good at it. So like I used to play the one on the Wii all the time, and I would kick like you and Alex's ass in that game. But it's because you guys like never fucking played that game.
Well, no, it's not that I didn't. I played it a lot actually. I just sucked balls. Alex fucking hates those type of games.
Yeah, Alex is not good. No, Alex is good at Injustice 2. Do you know why Alex is good at Injustice 2?
Deathstroke?
No. Scarecrow. Because Scarecrow
the nightmare gas.
well, Scarecrow has all these fucking zoning abilities, so he'll hit me from across the fucking map, and he'll just keep zoning me, and I can't fucking get close enough to him. And then what I realize is that all the characters like level up even in quick play or like exhibition. So like he beat me like 3 times in a row, and like I was starting to get really close to beating him, and then he just started fucking trouncing me, like beating me way faster, and I couldn't do as much damage or whatever. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Turns out he got up to a level like 4, which gave him like an extra 1,000 health, extra like 500 strength, and like 450 defense or some shit.
My God.
So I was using level, and he knew it, and he thought it was funny.
And he didn't
not
say
tell
a fucking
me.
word.
So he was for like an hour straight just raping me in that fucking game. I almost smashed my controller off the floor, and then he's like, "Look at my character. I mean, what the fuck about?" I looked at him and went, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" And he was losing it. Fucking douche. Hate that guy.
Yeah, he's. You know what that reminds me of? You getting so mad that you throw your controller on the floor. A good old rousing round of Xbox Monopoly.
Well, you know why that happens when we play Monopoly, Franz?
Because I'm pretty good at the game.
I want you to ask a question to me, okay? Do you know why when we play Monopoly, me and Alex get mad at you?
Because I'm good at the game.
That's not a question. That's a statement. You're supposed to say, why do we get mad?
Why do you get mad, Dylan?
Because you're a fucking faggot when you play Monopoly, okay? You're a piece of shit. I fucking hate playing against you in Monopoly. You will land on all of the good spaces. You got 3 railroads your first turn around the fucking board, okay? And you got Park Place on that same fucking go-around.
Yeah, I did.
You're a fucking douche when you play Monopoly. And then you rolled Snake Eyes twice
3
in a row.
times.
Yeah, but I'm talking about twice in a row.
That's true.
And when we play Monopoly, whoever's listening probably doesn't know, we play Monopoly where every time you roll Snake Eyes, you get 1,000 extra bucks. You roll Snake Eyes twice in a row while you have all the best properties on your first fucking roundabout, and then there's just literally nothing that I can do.
It's awesome.
And then just to be even more of a douche, you send me the worst trades in the history of the world.
And then you take them, which is even better.
I'll give you Marvin Gardens for Boardwalk, 2 railroads, both of your utilities, and Indiana Avenue. And it just pisses me off because then I have to go through the fucking process of hitting no. I don't want to take that. And then the next round you'll send me an even shittier one just to be a douche.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
I fucking hate playing against you Monopoly. There was one time, I remember, you had 4 properties.
Yeah.
You had 4 properties. Me and Alex owned like the other complete half of the fucking map. You had $8. And you owned all 3 yellows and 1 of the greens.
Oh yeah?
Me and Alex owned every other fucking property. You had like $12. You roll back-to-back Snake Eyes. Put hotels on your fucking yellows or green, on the yellows. And I landed on 2 of them in 1 go-around on the fucking board. And then Alex landed on another one. So in the span of 5 minutes, we went from having $12 to like $5,000 fucking dollars.
I'm good at the game.
Or like 3,000 because you spent money on the hotels.
I'm really, really good at the game.
You just get lucky. You're a fucking asshole.
Okay, but here's the thing. I can't keep getting lucky every time and keep winning to the point where you guys are so butthurt that I keep winning that you're like, oh, achoo, and then turn off the fucking Xbox like pussies.
Alex has allergies.
Yeah, you do it too.
Achoo presses the off button.
You guys are such sore losers that you cannot stand losing to me. I have lost every game since we were 8 fucking years old. Every one of them. Monopoly, no. I thrive in one game, it's Monopoly, and they're like, no, fuck this shit. And turn off the Xbox before the game can be over.
I just love as soon as
we've never completed a game of Monopoly.
No, we've completed one time at Alex's house.
Yeah, when Alex was out of the room so he couldn't fucking turn it off.
That's true, yeah.
Because he went bankrupt before you did.
But fucking... every time you do good, every time you start to do well in Monopoly, Alex looks at me and goes, oh, allergies are starting to act up again.
And each time, I wouldn't even be staring at him. I'd be just going, shut the fuck up, dude.
You go, don't do it. He goes, I should be good for now. And then you'll get another one and he goes, fuck, my allergies are getting really bad. And then you get another property. He goes, achoo, and turns the X. Oh, it's great. I love it. I remember the one time he went, achoo, and completely unplugged the fucking... He unplugged the entire surge protector.
Yeah,
he turned off the Xbox, the TV, and the internet router. He's like, achoo, and fucking just shut everything
He's like, oh, that was a bad one.
Yeah. Well, I gotta take some Metamucil or something.
Hey, Mom, do I have any Claritin?
I remember one time he was like, "You can go get me a tissue." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "My allergies are starting to act up." So I got him like 2 napkins, and you're just sitting there. You didn't even defend yourself because you knew what was happening. I got him 2 napkins. He pulled them up to his nose. He went, "Achoo!" He went, "Pff," and then went, "Oh, look at this! Oh, it's so gross." He didn't fucking blow anything out. It's just the napkins. Oh, it's so gross. I don't understand. He's like, "Oh," it's like, "What the fuck?" And then he got up, turned around, went, "Oh," and then he leaned his foot back and fucking turned it off.
As he was stretching like a douchebag.
Oh, I love playing Monopoly with him.
Oh, I want to play another round.
We'll play another round. Are you doing anything? Oh, you work tonight.
Yeah.
Cocksucker.
I know. Working 2 jobs suck. But thankfully, as of after tonight, I'll only have 1 job. And I'll have 2 days off a week.
Do you have a set schedule?
Yeah.
What days are you going to be getting off?
I get Monday and Tuesday off.
I get Tuesdays off normally.
Word.
Pound me. I always work Mondays, but I do get Tuesdays off.
That means you get to hang out, man.
Yeah, we're going to hang out, smoke some crack.
All the crack.
We're going to fuck.
Yes.
One day I'd just like to, try and have sex with a man.
You've said this on recording now. You can't take that back.
I don't know. Why would I take it back?
Are you 100% serious?
I just want to feel the warm, loving embrace of a man's ass.
Oh, so you'd be giving.
Or I would have my ankles behind my head, grabbing onto his ass cheeks as he pile drives my sphincter into the 4th dimension.
As lovely as that sounds, Dylan, you're not that flexible.
Fuck you, I'm not. Yes, I am.
Dylan.
My left knee.
When you were 16, you had surgery on your fucking knee. And now when it's cold outside, it hurts.
I can't walk very well when it's cold outside.
You just told me not 20 minutes ago that you use a CBD salve for your fucking knees, your back, whatever's hurting you after football. You go on a 20-minute walk, you're in pain. Fuck out of here. You can't put your fucking knees behind your head.
Well, just let me have something, Franz. Jesus Christ.
You have an apartment and a girlfriend. I think that you've got something there.
What does that have to do with having legs that function like normal?
Settle down there, Lieutenant Dan.
Your legs.
I'm aware of that, Forrest.
But, when it gets cold, I get a little bit arthritis.
Arthritic?
Yeah, that's the word. Arthritic. I get a little bit. Not too bad, but a little bit.
Little Bill. I'm pretty sure I've got it in my hands, which sucks. Because, I kind of make a living off of my hands.
Jerking off men for opioids?
Look, I said a living, not a hobby.
Have you ever tried opioids?
No, actually.
Neither have I, and I don't think I ever will.
No.
Remember, after my knee surgery, I had
best video ever.
I had hydrocodones, and I fucking flushed them down my toilet because I didn't want to take them.
Yeah.
I flushed like fucking $450.
And then for 6 months, every day I heard, "Oh, my knee hurts so fucking bad."
I didn't want to take hydrocodones, dude. I was 16. I didn't want to develop a fucking crippling.
I took Percocets in the fucking 5th grade.
Percocets?
Percocets.
In 6th grade?
In 6th grade.
Why the fuck did you take those in 6th grade?
I broke my thumb. And they gave them to me.
They gave you Percocet.
Yeah.
For breaking your thumb.
Yeah.
They ripped my fucking knee open, take out my patella tendon, replace my ACL with it, and fix my MCL, and a little bit of my meniscus, and they give me 5 milligram hydrocodones?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I got in when the going was good.
I fucking guess so. Who's your doctor? Fucking...
I want to say, it wasn't my normal doctor. I had to go to the ER. And it was
I forgot that guy's
Dr.
name.
Ching or whatever.
That makes sense. I was gonna say, Dr. Kevorkian. I wish he was your doctor.
No. That's a fun name, but no.
Do you know who Dr. Kevorkian is?
No.
The suicide doctor?
Oh.
Who would fucking help everybody kill themselves?
Oh, the assisted suicide guy. Good for him.
I was really hoping he was your doctor. That way I wouldn't have to fucking...
Do it yourself?
Go against you in Monopoly ever again.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No. So I break my thumb, and it's the stupidest way ever. As, you know, my cousin Dominic...
Jammed it up your fucking fat ass.
Oh, close. By the way, so my cousin Dominic, he wants to be on the podcast sometime, to which I said I would definitely bring the idea up to you. I think it would be great. But, so, I'm in 6th grade, and we're at my cousin's house for a birthday party, and for whatever reason, we all decided to dogpile, and my family's made up of big men, so you can see where this is going. But it gets
was that at your house?
No.
We used to do that all the time.
We did, but this was at my aunt's house.
I don't understand why that was so much fun. Thinking back on it...
It's pretty gay.
It was really gay, but it was also really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever we wanted to fucking annoy at the moment, we'd tell them they were at the bottom. And then there'd be like 9 of us would just fucking one by one pile on top of them, and they'd just sit there. Their face would turn fucking bright purple. They'd just go,
that's kind of how I imagine Giles Corey felt during the Salem witch trials. Just more weight. But no. So as it ends
what about John Proctor? How do you think he felt?
I was actually the guy who read Proctor's lines.
See, I played Giles Corey.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Giles Corey was a fucking
dickhead.
Yeah, he sucked.
Yeah, but
that whole book scared the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah, because that's shit that actually happened.
No, not that.
I mean, more dramatized
because
sense.
when we read it, I was imagining like, what would happen if like a bunch of girls like accused me of rape or something. I was like, oh my god, it'd be like this, and then everybody would believe them, and then it would be a witch hunt. And then the Me Too thing came out like a year and a half later. I was like, I fucking knew it! I knew it! I knew something was gonna happen. This is the Salem witch trials all over again. And it's true.
You just equated women being murdered for witchcraft, which isn't real.
No women were murdered for witchcraft.
Yeah? Okay, what do you think the Salem witch trials accomplished? What do you think was the end result?
Oh yeah, no, they did murder a lot of women. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, they had a device to figure out if a girl was a witch or not that essentially was a giant human-sized birdcage that they put the woman in, and then they dunk her in a fucking river.
And she drowned.
And if she drowned, she wasn't a witch. But if she came back up, she was a witch.
Which means they drown her again? Oh no,
it just means they just drowned women. They just went through a period of just drowning women and saying, well, if she comes back up, she's a witch. That's how we know.
Imagine how fucking... Jesus Christ. Imagine being in like that PTA meeting where they're like, so how do we figure out if they're a witch or not?
Fucking drown them!
Everybody's like, I don't know. This guy in the back's like, I have an idea. It's a little unconventional.
It's a little unorthodox.
What is it, Giles? What is it, fucking Jethro, or whatever the fucking they named people back then?
Jebediah.
What is it? So, okay, so what we're going to do is, if they're not a witch, they're vulnerable, right? And if they are a witch, they're going to live. Like, they can't be killed. So what we're going to do is, stick with me here. We're going to put them in the bottom of a lake. And if they die, it means that they were innocent and it's fine. But if they live, it means they were a witch. It's like, like if we do that and we end up killing a bunch of people, but all the people who are innocent are going to end up dying. Sometimes you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Right? I get
Win
that.
some, lose some.
Yeah, I get that. You can't always fucking get your way. So just saying, throw them in the bottom of the lake, figure out which ones are witches. What do we do the ones who are witches? We'll have to figure out that when our time comes.
Right. But we'll cross that road when we come to it.
As of now, we got to find out which ones are innocent or not. It's like, but what if a majority of them die and they're just not witches? Well, then...
I might admit to being wrong. If I'm wrong, you can fucking crush me to death.
Well, what if they all die and none of them are witches? Then I guess we don't have a witch problem, so we all win anyway.
Yeah.
It's a win-win situation. Not for them. Whether they're witches or not, they're fucked. But
no,
other than that,
the Salem witch trials is really just what's a great way to let everyone know we fucking hate women and get right the fuck away with it.
She's like, "Hey babe, just got home from the farm, a little tired.
Babe, guess what? I learned how to read today." What the fuck did you just say?
It's like, "Is dinner done?" "Oh, it's almost done. I had to stop by the store real quick. Bread's in the oven. It'll be done in about 5 minutes." Okay. He calls up the priest. "Yeah, priest Frank. Yeah, my wife. Yeah,
Father Frank.
She's a witch." "Why is she a witch? What gave you the option?" I got home and dinner wasn't ready. And normally dinner's fucking ready, which means that they either replaced her body with a witch or she just learned witchcraft, and that's why she's late on dinner. And the guy's like, "Fuck yeah, I'll be there in about 5 minutes. Tie her up before I get there. That way this
I'll bring the holy water."
It's like,
we'll high five after.
It's like, "How close do you live to the lake?" "About 2-minute walk." Perfect. We don't even need your wheelbarrow. All right, I'll be there soon.
Yeah, poor women. But either way, so to bring us back to this, what we started this with was the Salem witch trials, and you equated that to what if a bunch of girls accused you of rape, and it'd be a huge witch hunt. It'd be the Salem witch trials.
Not me. Any man. But I said me as just a fucking placeholder. But anybody, like what happened to Andy Signor, who was innocent, proven to be innocent. Like what happened to Chris Hardwick.
Those are names that aren't familiar to me.
What happened to Michael Jackson, even though they still keep trying to fucking say he's guilty, he's not. They've basically proved that he's fucking innocent. They just keep making more and more fucking lies up about it. That whole Leaving Neverland thing was like, there were so many lies in that entire fucking story. It was unbelievable.
I don't know. Because you ever see a person that looks like he touches kids? They just kind of got that feel about him.
Look, I'm not saying...
Look, all I'm saying is I live off of vibes. They're very rarely wrong. And as much as I love the man's music, I take one look at his picture and I'm like, ooh, that is a kitty fucker right there.
He didn't do it. He's innocent. I'll have to show you some of those fucking videos where Razor Fist there proves his innocence. I'll have to show you some.
A conspiracy video.
No, it's all evidence about like the fucking trials and the lawyers and all the evidence they found and shit. It's really, no, I'm telling you, he's fucking innocent. I'm trying to think of some other people who were falsely accused.
All right, do you know what the biggest argument was against Michael Jackson about him not touching kids? It was like, I never really had a childhood, so I just wanted to experience childhood with other children. Yeah,
he never said that.
That's pretty much what it was. Why the fuck else would Michael Jackson get a fucking Ferris wheel for his backyard, drafts, a whole entire fucking zoo? Like, why would he do all of those things? Why would he create Neverland, invite kids to stay the night at Neverland with him?
Because their parents were also staying the night with them.
Do we have recordings?
Yes. You know how they say they slept in his bedroom? You know how they say that shit? His bedroom was 2 stories. His bedroom, as they called it,
his bedroom was a house.
Was a house. Just his bedroom was basically a fucking house. And he would sleep upstairs and they slept downstairs with their parents. And one of the fucking kids said that he remembers, this is what the fucking, one of the biggest hits in Leaving Neverland was. He said that during the 1991 Grammys or whatever, it's during the Grammys of 1991 or whatever, in New York City, he said that Michael Jackson fucked him in the hotel room right after the Grammys or whatever. Michael Jackson didn't go to the Grammys that year. That night of the Grammys, he held a concert in Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, so one kid lied.
The other one made up a fucking bunch of other shit. He said that he remembered getting fucked at the train station in 1989 or 1990 or something. The train station wasn't built for another 4 years.
Well, until you said that, I was thinking maybe these are just some really racist kids. Like,
yeah,
Some Michael Jackson looking motherfucker.
I think what it was is, at least how I've heard it be, the theory as to why, like, this is what Macaulay Culkin and the other guy, Corey Feldman, this is what they've said. They're like, basically, Michael Jackson knew how it was to be a child star, child prodigy, and have your entire life be completely fucked up with all this stuff that was going on, and basically you don't have a childhood because you're a star, so you're treated differently than everybody else.
Well, that,
so
he
said,
had a gun to his fucking face by his father when
that
he was
too,
7.
yeah. So what he said was the reason why he would invite these fucking kids and their families over to his fucking house and shit all the time was because he wanted, and he built the amusement park or whatever, is because he wanted to make them feel like give them a part of their childhood that they normally would not have. Hey, because even Macaulay Culkin and Corey Feldman literally just fucking made a documentary about all the fucking child molesters in Hollywood. Anytime they've asked Corey Feldman or Macaulay Culkin about Michael Jackson, they've said, he's never done anything to me, he's never touched me, never done anything, but he was one of the nicest people we've ever met in our entire lives. Every time.
Your argument was just that Michael gave these kids a sense of a childhood that they didn't necessarily get to have because they're child pop stars. Or child stars, rather.
Yeah.
I grew up poor. I didn't see a giraffe until I was 20 fucking years old.
A giraffe?
Yeah.
When did you see a giraffe?
That's State Fair at Syracuse.
Oh, okay.
It's actually pretty sweet. They're fun.
All right. So, what does this have to do with diddling?
Okay. I guess my point is he wants to give these kids a sense of childhood that they don't get to have. I didn't get that shit either. I'm just poor.
Yeah. Well, Michael Jackson didn't fucking know you, did he?
He knew Macaulay.
He knew Macaulay Culkin because he was in his fucking music video.
I thought you were gonna say bedroom. Not gonna lie.
Well, I think he technically was in his 2-story bedroom front. Well, he might have been. Who knows?
Yeah.
What was that? Richie Rich? Was that his fucking?
Yeah, Richie Rich. Weird movie. Never really watched it. I remember the cartoon.
I'll only watch I'll watch Home Alone and My Girl, which is one of the saddest movies ever.
Fucking, I'd laugh.
When he dies by the bees?
Yeah.
I was like 5 when I was like 8 when I watched that, and I cried like a bitch.
I remember the first time I watched it, I was probably closer to 11 or 12. And, like, we're sitting in my living room. It's me, my mom, my sister, my little brother, and my grandmother. And it gets to the part where Macaulay Culkin dies, because his kryptonite is bees. And,
his kryptonite is bees.
And...
He's not a little kid with a fucking bee allergy or anything. It's his kryptonite is bee.
Yes, this little... Yeah. And so he's laying there all pale in the casket. And my family's just bawling their eyes out. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like... Am I missing something? I'm like, why am I not crying? And my grandmother... And I swear to God, this is true, said this. She goes, it's because you're a heartless bastard! And that's how emotional that movie makes old women. It's fake. It didn't make me cry at all.
What movies do make you cry?
Like
5 movies that make me cry consistently.
Let's see.
Forrest Gump.
Yep.
Well, once every couple times I watch it, I cry. It's not like at the sad parts. It's normally when that feather starts going around. Yep. I don't know why, but that part always makes me cry. But like when Jenny dies, I don't cry. When his mom dies, I don't cry. When he meets his son, I get a little emotional, but I don't cry. Like there's a bunch of shit that you should be. When Bubba dies, I don't cry. But when that fucking feather just starts going around,
you lose.
That makes me lose it.
I think that's the first time I ever saw you cry was when you guys came over for my 8th birthday party. We watched Forrest Gump. We're eating pizza rolls. We're having a good time. That feather starts flying. You're just like.
Dude, it's so sad. That does it. Toy Story 3.
Toy Story. They were all hugging. They were all holding hands.
Every time I cry. No, not that part. That part didn't make me cry. Although that's a great fucking scene in a movie. Right. But that scene didn't make me cry. The scene that makes you cry is when Andy gives away all of his toys.
I thought he just gave them to his little sister.
No, he gave them to a different girl.
Oh.
And then he gives them away, and then he pulls out Woody and Buzz. And he fucking hands them to her. He's like, this is the sheriff. And then he plays with them one last time.
Yeah, you're making me emotional.
And then he starts driving away. And like, as he's driving away, like,
partner.
He turns around and he looks at Woody. And Woody looks back at him. He says like, so long, partner, or whatever. It's going to make me cry just fucking thinking about it.
Me too. Fuck. I think one of the only movies I remember really tearing up at.
Superbad. The ending to Superbad always makes me emotional. I don't know fucking why.
Logan.
Ending to Superbad always makes me wicked emotional.
Logan made me cry.
Oh, I've never even seen it.
Dude, seriously?
Yeah, I have to watch it, but I haven't seen it
yet. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you.
I know Wolverine dies.
Well, yeah, but like just how Wolverine dies. Like, did you watch The Wolverine where it's in Japan?
No.
So, essentially, it sets place like it starts during the Vietnam War, and he's there.
Yeah.
And he saves some Vietnamese troop from a nuclear bomb blast because he's Wolverine and can do that. And then like 70 years later, he's like, or maybe not 70, whatever the current time frame is, he's in Japan, and the same guy that he saved now is like the bad guy of the movie, right? But at one point, one of the characters in the movie is like a fortune teller, and like she takes Wolverine's hands, and she's like, I see you dying with your heart in your hands, right? And he's like, what the fuck does that mean? Because it's Wolverine.
And it was his daughter. It was his daughter.
And it's fucking Daphne Keane, who played X-23, holding her hand as he is been impaled. And he's just like, and he's just like, no, Daddy, no. And they're holding hands, and I'm like, oh my god. And here's the waterworks. And then they bury him. Just these bunch of kids. And you can tell that they don't have any real life experience outside of a genetic research facility. Because none of them buried him. They just kind of like put a bunch of rocks over him. And like not even like a good amount of rocks. It was just like the thin, shallowest layer of rocks. Like I could trip over that shit and there'd be a dead Wolverine.
I'm glad you said not to spoil anything before this.
Right. Well, but you said you already know what happens. So, and then like I think one of the coolest...
movie came out like 6 years ago, so who gives a fuck?
Dude, it came out 3 years ago.
Really?
Really.
Came out in 2017.
Yes, sir.
Fuck. I thought it was a lot older than that.
Probably because it had Johnny Cash's Hurt playing in the previews for it, which did come out in like 2003. Or no, 6?
2005, I think.
2000.
No, maybe 2003 to 5, somewhere around there.
I know it was the last one he recorded before he died. Which makes it all the more sad.
That song makes me cry when I listen to it.
Yep, me too. And that's part of what makes it
especially watching the music video.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what's such an interesting concept between the song, because like with Trent Reznor's original version of Hurt, it's just this angst and hate, and it's just there's two totally different directions the song takes depending on who's playing it. Like I said, there's this anger and hate and angst with Trent Reznor's version, and then Johnny Cash's version.
I would say Trent Reznor's version is about depression.
Oh well, yeah.
Whereas Johnny Cash he's lived his entire life. He's fucked over so many people and done so much shit. That's like his retrospect.
Yeah, and which is even sadder.
It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful, but so sad.
Movies that make me cry a lot are movies where parents of kids die and the kid has to like live without their parents. Not so much that, but like, or where a husband and wife, like the husband or wife gets sick, and the whole movie revolves around the husband or wife getting sick, and then one of them dies, and the other one has to live without them. That's the shit that always makes me sad. It's death doesn't make me cry in movies. It's fucking time passing, like without someone, which makes me fucking I can't stop crying when I see those fucking movies. Like or maybe death. The death part's always sad, but fucking it's more like the fact that like they die and then the other person just has to
live on.
Yeah, the other person just lives on without them. That's the saddest fucking thing in the world to me. Like I can't fucking handle those movies. Can't do it.
Man, wait till someone you know dies. Like holy shit.
Well, I've had a couple people I know die, and that was the fucking worst. But when my grandmother died, and you fucking know like how close I was to my grandmother and shit. I fucking lost it. And then a couple months later, me and Alyssa were watching this movie, and it was about fucking this girl who gets cancer, and it's her and her husband, and they want to have like kids and stuff, but the girl gets cancer, and it just goes through like this whole fucking plot. The whole plot revolves around just the chick has cancer. I don't remember a lot of the movie. It wasn't like a great movie or anything. It's just one of her cheesy fucking romance movies that women like, and it just fucking The saddest thing, the thing that movies do that always fucking get me is when the person dies, and then it just shows the other person cry or just like fucking sit there, and then
silent tears.
Yeah, and then it does like a time skip or whatever, and like they read a note or something, and the person who died has their voice reading the fucking note to them, and then it just shows the person. Jesus Christ, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. But fuck it, and then it shows the person's face as they read the note. Dude, can't do it. Can't fucking do it.
No, I can't remember what movie I was watching, but like my great grandmother passed February.
My great grandmother
last
too,
year.
yeah, not my grandmother.
And like, you know, she was 93 years old, and she didn't want to be here for like the last 6 years. Like, she was in the nursing home, she fucking hated it. Just the last time we saw her, I think she was the most coherent we'd seen her in years. I mean, granted, she was in hospice care and she was, you know, tired and pain. But like, she, for instance, like, she was a viciously funny woman, man. Like, I remember like the last time I saw her, you know, I was sitting next to her on the bed holding her hand, and you know, her voice, you know, she's this very old Austrian woman. And she's in hospice care. She's fallen and broken her leg again. Her voice is very breathy and shaky, and you can't hear her very well. And so I'm holding her hand next to her bed, and she turns to me and she says something, and I can't hear her. And I lean in and I go, "What did you say, Nin?" And she goes, "I'm farting." And I'm like, "Ah, you made me lean in. Oh my God." You know, she laughed so fucking hard. Like,
get wrecked, faggot.
Yeah, and then there was another time. Like, you know, I've had a fucking beard since I was 15. We had gone to Delaware to visit her, and as I mentioned,
You had a full beard since you were about 15.
Yeah. And so we had gone down, and like I said, she was in her mid 80s at this point. Her memory wasn't what it used to be. And at least 3 different times throughout the weekend, I had heard, "Francie, you have a beard?" And I go, "Yeah," and then she goes, "I hate it. You're too young to have a beard. I hate it." This happens all weekend. Till finally, the last day before we leave, it comes again. "Francie, you have a beard?" And I go, "Yeah," and then she goes, "I hate it." And my mother says, "Well, Nin, don't worry. We'll have him shave it off the next time we come to see you." And I said to Mom, I'm like, "Oh, is this one of those things where we're going to do something, but I don't do it?" And she goes, "Oh, no, you're fucking shaving it off." And I'm like, "That's not fair." She doesn't remember. And so as it turns out, the next trip to Delaware 4 months later, I have to shave off my beard. And like, I didn't have like a trimmer, so I went through 2 brand new razors just shaving it all off because I didn't have any fucking trimmers, which left me with a real bit of beard rash, and I didn't like it. But anyhow, I go visit my great grandmother, and I say to her, I'm like, "So, Nan, I shaved off my beard. What do you think?" She goes, "You had a beard?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Show me a picture." And I pull out my ID. I show it to her. "Oh, you look good with a beard." Oh, I was so mad.
Speaking of rash.
Oh no.
No, not that.
I don't believe you.
First time I ever shaved I used to trim my pubes with scissors.
Yeah, this is why I said, "Oh no."
Used to trim my pubes with scissors until I was in like 10th or 11th grade.
You should talk about the first time you ever shaved.
No, that was a different time I shaved.
I know.
So fucking, fuck, where was I going with this? Okay, so
first time you
shaved I used to trim them with just scissors, right?
Scary, but yes.
I wouldn't fucking cut all the way. I just, you know, fucking had a full fucking bush, wanted to make a little willow, all right? Just wanted to bring her down a little bit. So I decided, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to shave my fucking pubes. So I got a razor, decided to just go ham and shave my fucking nuts. Not my nuts. I've never shaved my nuts. That scares me way too much. I just shave around it.
Yeah, I use the trimmer for mine, and even then I'll snag it and there'll be a little blood. I'm like, "This is bad. I don't like this."
But the problem though is fucking, I don't know, when I shave my pubes, I don't know where to start on my legs, like fucking, because you know that like
the
that
inner thigh.
Yeah, I don't know if I shaved the inner thigh or like just right around like
The V.
fucking where your leg and your groin meet.
The
Or to
grundle.
go a little bit like an inch outwards. I always get confused. So every time I shave, it looks like
Everything.
something different. But so I decided to shave my pubes, and I didn't use shaving cream because I didn't think I needed it. So I would just run it underwater, get some off, run it underwater, get some off, run it underwater, get some off, run it underwater, and get some off.
I feel pain right now. Tears are welling up in my eyes.
When I went to football practice the next day, it looked like I had fucking syphilis. Like my entire groin was just covered in razor burn. Covered. And I was showing everybody, I was like, dude, look at this. Like, what the fuck happened to you? I was like, oh, I didn't use shaving. Oh, I was like, I just shaved. Does this happen every time? I'm never going to fucking shave again. And someone was like, oh yeah, you're supposed to use shaving cream. I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was probably one of the coaches because they overheard.
No, it wasn't. And it was like, if you use shaving cream, that stops razor burn. I went, I wish I would have fucking known that. No. So yeah, so my dick looked like I had fucking syphilis. It hurt. And then
It still does.
And then I was playing football and I had a cup on and it hurt so bad, dude. Oh, it fucking killed. And then
Man, could you imagine
but my coach never saw
that?
that. My basketball coach did see my dick one time.
And he's in jail now?
No. He didn't do it on purpose. But
You did.
I did. No, what kind of? No, I didn't. We were in the locker room before the game getting ready, and I was peeing in the urinal in the locker room, and I looked at Blair, and I said, Blair, you want to see something cool? And he went, sure. So I backed away from the urinal. I put my right hand over because the lockers were to the left of the urinal. So I put my dick in my right hand, that way everybody could see it. Just my teammates, I thought it was funny. And then I backed like 15 feet away from the urinal, and I was
Kept peeing.
I was long shotting it in, and everybody was looking like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Everybody was laughing, and as I was peeing, I looked at him and I was just smiling and staring at him while I was peeing. And then our fucking coach walks in. He goes, "All right, guys, so here's the game plan." He walks through. He sees everybody looking my direction. He looked, and they looks right at me, and I'm sitting there, and I look right up at him, and he's like, "Oh my god." He went, "Oh my god." And then he just leaves. He just walked out, and we didn't get a pregame fucking thing going on. Like every other game, we always have like this pregame shit going down. That time we didn't, and it was a fucking varsity game, and we just walked out to the thing when the game was time to start, and he said, "Okay, this is the starting five." And somebody was like, "Shouldn't we have gone over this earlier?" And he went, "Nope, we shouldn't have. This is it. Here we go." I thought it was funny.
Do you think he was mad or just mortified?
I have to give me a minute. I ate way too much McDonald's. I'm going to shit my pants. So I'm going to pause this bit real quick.
All right.
Holy fuck.
You gonna make it?
That felt really good.
Yeah, I bet.
I guess that's what happens when I eat 3 McChickens, a medium fry, bunch of sweet and sour sauce, and your fucking McGriddle. Just rips my asshole to shreds.
By the way, you had 4 McChickens. You
No, one's still in the bag. I'm saving that one for later.
Pain part 2.
Yeah. Well, just one McChicken won't fucking eviscerate me. My colon won't be in as dire straits as it just was, at least.
You need to stop. That was bad. That wasn't even good.
What do you mean?
Dire Straits.
It's a great band.
Great band, but that was a horrible way to cop that in.
That's not what I didn't mean it by that. I meant dire straits is in the term.
Right.
It's not just the name of a band, it's a term, Franz.
Yeah, but are you that smart?
Look it up on your phone.
Are you that smart?
I'm gonna grab your phone.
No. You don't even know my password.
What is it?
I'm not telling you.
Just tell me your password.
Fuck off out of here.
Fine, type in the password.
Look, I get that it's a
type in dire straits meaning.
I get that it's a goddamn term.
Then don't say I just used it because of the band.
But I met you.
And?
I totally would think that you of all people would use it for the sake of the band.
The band definitely makes it more apparent in my mind, but I use it because it's a term. Like, I'm not just gonna throw in a band name when it makes no sense. I'm not gonna say like, yeah, man, that fucking dude, the UFC fight last night, man. Totally Gojira.
Gojira?
Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm gonna use it when it's applicable.
More emphasis on the wrong syllable, I see.
Applicable is how you say it.
Applicable.
What?
Applicable.
Applicable. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, maybe.
Now that I'm saying it over in my head, applicable definitely makes more sense than applicable.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. I'll give you this one.
See, like I told you, I'm starting to be right more and more often.
Yeah, but you've been wrong for so long that it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was wrong as a child, and as an adult, I make sense.
No, you were wrong as a child, you were really wrong as a teenager, and now you're just mostly wrong. You fat cunt.
Actually, I'm not that fat.
No, you're not. Yes, every time we hang out, I call you a fat cunt, and you go, actually, I'm not that fat anymore. It just makes me really wish that you are even fatter now.
Like, I think the fattest thing I've done recently was order 2 McGriddles, 2 quarter pounders with cheese and a medium fry. And that was today.
That's pretty fat.
Yeah.
But in your defense, you only ate 2 of the quarter pounders and 1
fries.
McGriddle and the fry. Yeah. But you didn't order a soda though. If you would have ordered a soda, that would have been.
regretting that. Not gonna lie.
That would have been ultimate fat if you would have ordered a soda / a milkshake.
No, the last time I tried to order a milkshake from there, it was broken. The machine was.
The fattest thing that you can do is order a Diet Coke.
In the words of Tom Segura, I think the fattest thing you can do is eat another fat guy. If you see a fat guy and goes, "Oh, that guy looks delicious," you're probably fat.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty fat. But ordering a Diet Coke is the ultimate fat.
How? Care to explain?
Because ordering a Diet Coke is like, it's Coke, but it's diet.
Yay, now I can eat anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a Family Guy joke. I know what you're stealing.
No, I didn't think of that as a Family Guy joke. I just said Diet Coke. Like, I see a lot of skinny people order Diet Cokes, and that's fine. But when you're a fucking monster, you shouldn't be ordering. You should be ordering a water. Just get a fucking water, for Christ's sake.
A water and some fucking salad.
Their bloodstream is mainly syrup, so you might as well just get a fucking water.
I mean, I ate like shit throughout my entire childhood. I'm doing pretty well now. You've got a little bit of a gut going on.
I am.
See?
I'm getting a tiny bit. Trying to get a dad bod.
I'll teach you the ways.
I just wanted to see if I could put my feet on your ceiling, and I can.
Yeah, get your fucking feet prints off. Boop. Anyway.
Okay, so let's go back to what we were talking about before. What movies make you cry?
So Logan's on the list.
Toy Story 3 for me and Forrest Gump. Superbad gets me very emotional.
Oh no, there are very few movies that I get emotional at. I guess the Butterfly Effect was one that kind of got me, and not like sad emotional. There's just like a whirlwind of emotion for certain parts in that movie. It mostly anger, because it's a fucking good movie.
No, it's not.
It is. You've never even watched it because
I
you heard
refuse.
it was a terrible movie.
No, it's not that I heard it was a terrible movie.
That you hate Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher, besides that 70s show, has never been good in anything.
Okay, how many things have you actually seen him in outside of that 70s show?
A lot.
A lot. Okay, what about Dude, Where's My Car?
That movie's fucking horrible.
Obviously, you aren't a stoner.
Yeah, that movie sucks balls.
I love that movie. Anyway, no, but there's a scene in that movie where, like, the female lead, the love interest, opposite Ashton Kutcher, she, I guess, like, was, like, abused by her dad as a kid, and I'm using the term abuse in not the hitty way.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And I guess, like, that one of the, like, it pissed me off. Like, just that whole idea pisses me off, as it should.
That's true.
As it should.
Even though you do watch Big Mouth.
Not in a while, actually. And hey, man, it's a cartoon. And even now, like, when I watch it, like, because I know what's happening, like, I have to look away. I'm just like, I'll listen, but I can't physically look. I'm gonna take a page out of Stevie Wonder's book here, and just, yeah.
Be blind?
Yeah.
Or be black? Both?
Well, I don't know, man.
Why not both?
Well, I mean, on the one hand, if I were black, my cock would be huge. But on the other hand, I'm blind, so it wouldn't make a shit ton of difference to me anyway.
Also, you'd probably be in jail.
Because I'm black?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny, speaking of Stevie Wonder, is that I don't think I could ever cut it as, like, Stevie Wonder's, like, fashion stylist. Because I'm an asshole, and it would take, like, I couldn't not fuck with him. Because there's no way he's gonna know.
You give him a t-shirt with a huge penis on it.
Yeah, no, I'm talking like ridiculous. Like, you know, he's got
Make him look like Elton
real
John.
old receding dreads that he has. You know what I mean?
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder? He is.
Yep.
Ray Charles is dead though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the other blind black guy is dead.
He plays piano. There's like 2 black guys in the history of the world who have played piano, and they're both blind and dead. Maybe that goes to show you that they should be playing the piano.
She take money. Yeah. Stevie Wonder's still kicking.
Well, what you know?
Did you hear that fucking Ozzy got diagnosed with Parkinson's?
Yeah, I saw that. Fucking Glenn Tipton's fucked right up too. It's sad, dude. You know who Glenn Tipton is, right?
Name sounds familiar.
Guitarist from Judas Priest.
Oh, no shit.
But dude, he's all fucked right up. Like
How do you
he
mean?
can't even like hold on to a guitar anymore.
Oh.
Dude, it's sad. And Ozzy's 71.
71. And he's done some crazy drugs. The fact that he's got Parkinson's, I'm going to say, is pretty mild in comparison to what we thought he would be like at 71.
There's no way he thought he was going to live this long. Like, no way.
Absolutely
Same with
not.
Elton John. Elton John did just as much fucking shit as fucking Ozzy did.
Oh, yeah. Which really just proves that musicians
people,
today are just pussies.
All the people from Motley Crue are still alive.
Which blows my
Except for
mind.
Vince Neil's friend that he was driving around with that one night.
Yeah.
But
I still haven't
other
watched
than
The Dirt.
The Dirt's good. I loved it, actually. I liked it a lot.
That's what I keep hearing. And, like...
It makes me so uncomfortable, though.
How's that?
Because, like, I can watch a movie with drugs in it, and it's okay. I don't really care. But that movie, there's just so much drug use and so much
and
sex.
for the fact that it's real.
There's just so much, like, sex and orgies and fucking drug use, dude. The movie just made me really fucking uncomfortable. Like, movies where people, like...
This coming from the guy who used to pull his cock out at the lunch table.
Movies where people, like, cheat on their wives or husbands and shit, like, a lot. Or, like, hit their wives or whatever. Make me just really uncomfortable. Like, it's a good movie. I'm not trying to sound like a fucking bitch. Like, yeah, I can't watch that. That shouldn't be made.
You're not even trying. Fuck, you're talented.
But fucking, like, it just... There's so much hair, like Nikki Sixx doing all the heroin in that movie just makes you so uncomfortable. And knowing like these guys' lives are fucking destroyed and they just keep doing blow and fucking whores and all this shit. And like hitting fucking, Tommy Lee slaps that chick in the face, dude. It's just fucking, watching it go, oh my God. Like I could never, ever want to be in a room with these fucking people. Nikki Sixx actually isn't the worst person in the world.
He just likes heroin.
He just loves heroin.
You know, it's funny. I was talking with a coworker of mine last night, and he was a Nirvana fan. Fucking Where Did You Sleep? The Nirvana song came on, and we ended up talking about the age-old question: did Kurt do it, or was it Courtney? And to this day, I can see the look on your face that you still believe that Kurt Cobain killed himself.
He 100% killed himself, Franz. 100% killed himself.
All right. I'm going to go over facts with you that I've gone over the years with you.
Did you know that the private investigator and that whole thing there's not private investigator, there was some person, the dude who did that Soaked in Bleach documentary or whatever.
Yeah.
He admitted that he made half that shit up. Like he literally came out and said, yeah, I made a lot of it up.
Yeah, but that wasn't the investigator for the show, for the actual case.
Dude, he killed himself. He 100% killed himself.
All right. They did not find Kurt Cobain's fingerprints on the gun. He wasn't wearing gloves, which is your argument of the last 6 years. 1. 2. The writing in his suicide note did not match up to the handwriting in his journals. 3. He had been off of heroin for a year. He relapsed in Rome. They brought him to rehab. He escapes from rehab. They find him a week and a half later. Well, bits of him a week and a half later. But the point being, like, when the autopsy report found that he had 1.5 milliliters of heroin in his system, which is 5 times the lethal dose. Now, in Kurt Cobain's case, had he still been using for that year-long duration where he quit so he could regain custody of his daughter, he might have been able to survive. But for the fact that he had quit, had taken 5 times the lethal dose directly into his bloodstream, that would have killed him instantly, not enabling him to pick up a gun, much less pull the trigger. And secondly, I don't know how much you know about guns, admittedly more than I do.
I know a lot about guns.
But he had a double-barrel shotgun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how when you're holding a double-barrel shotgun like this to your mouth, the chamber for the shotgun shells is on this side. Meaning that when you fucking pull the trigger and those shells fly the fuck out, they're going to your left. They found them on the opposite side of the room on the right.
Unless he had it upside down.
Why would he do that?
Why would you shoot yourself in the fucking head?
Exactly. Why
a lot of the shit Kurt Cobain did wasn't exactly the most fucking intelligent, Franz.
So there was another guy, this by the name of El Deutsche, some weird like deathcore medalist in the 90s. He wasn't very famous, but like there's a documentary called Kurt and Courtney where he said on camera that Courtney Love offered him $50,000 to whack Kurt Cobain. And of course he said no. And 5 days after he said that on camera, he was found dead. And apparently he got drunk and stumbled in front of a train. Like, that's too coincidental. And then fucking Courtney
So you think Courtney Love is a fucking serial murderer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you put it past her? Look at her. You remember how I said earlier about how some people just have a face that looks like they fuck kids? Courtney Love has a face that looks like she fucking does cocaine into her anus and then kills her spouse. And like another one of the things about it, like she was cheating on Kurt Cobain with some European dude, and right around the time of his death, they broke up because he said, and I quote, "I don't want to be involved in some fucking murder conspiracy because you want to kill your husband. I'm not going to be a part of that."
I don't know. If I had to put $5 million down on it, I would say he 100% killed himself. 100%. I know you refuse to believe it.
I'm just saying all the facts don't add up. Courtney Love's dad thinks that she killed him. That's saying something. That's also on fucking recording. Him saying to interviewers, "Yes, I think that my daughter definitely at least had a hand in killing Kurt Cobain."
I don't know. I don't think Courtney Love killed him.
I
think he killed himself.
I do not think he killed himself.
He definitely killed him. He tried to kill himself like fucking 20 times. He spent most of his life trying to kill himself.
Why do I have 2 copies of this?
Because you have a crazy obsession with Kurt Cobain.
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't remember there being 2.
Let's just fucking finally put this on the record. Nirvana fucking sucks.
I like
so who
Nirvana.
really cares? Nirvana, I'll tell you, there's the 4 most overrated bands of all time, okay? The most overrated of all time is the Rolling Stones. Because the Rolling Stones are looked at as one of the greatest bands of all time. And they just flat out fucking suck balls. They suck fucking ass.
You can get out of my house.
The second most overrated band of all time is the Beatles. The reason why the Beatles are overrated, it's not because they're not good. Because the Beatles are a good band. But they're not the greatest band of all time. And they're literally just fucking a Justin Bieber boy band pop group from the 60s. That's all they are. That's all the fucking Beatles are, even though George Harrison was a beast. I like George Harrison, I like Paul McCartney.
Right.
Okay? Now, third most overrated band of all time. Guns N' Roses.
I agree with you on that
Axl
one.
Rose is one of the worst frontmen in music history.
I agree.
He fucking blows. And Slash is decent, but people like to jerk him off way too much. 4. Nirvana. Because Nirvana... I just do not like Nirvana. I like Foo Fighters. I like every other grunge band. I love Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, love Alice in Chains, love Pearl Jam. hate Nirvana. And yes, I know, well, if it wasn't for Nirvana, then these other bands, they never had done anything, Dylan. Well, I would rather not have Soundgarden than have to hear fucking Smells Like Teen Spirit one more time.
Nirvana hated Smells Like Teen Spirit too.
Well, then they shouldn't have wrote the fucking song.
All right. Do you think Chris Cornell really still to the day he died loved Black Hole Sun?
I don't know. That's a good song.
I don't know. Do you think that fucking Hot for Teacher is still Eddie Van Halen's favorite fucking thing ever? Or do you think he's like, fuck, I'm tired of this shit. My fingers are tired. I have arthritis.
He probably isn't. I mean, he probably still likes the song.
Well, yeah, but it certainly isn't his fucking magnum favorite.
No, but it doesn't have to be your favorite. It just has to not fucking suck. Smells Like Teen Spirit sucked when it came out, and it fucking sucks now.
When it came out?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, personally, like, I hardly ever listen. I'll listen to Smells Like Teen Spirit when it's on the radio, and that's about it.
The best Nirvana song is The Man Who Sold the World.
And that's
a David Bowie song. Oh, interesting how that works. They make one fucking song that I'd like to listen to, and it's not even their fucking song.
You're so mad right now.
I hate Nirvana, dude. They suck. I fucking hate Nirvana. If Kurt Cobain didn't die young, nobody would fucking remember Nirvana. All these people,
I don't think that's true.
All these people just get so fucking famous because they die young, and everybody's like, well, they fucking... It's like fucking Harvey Dent. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. That's how it works.
Well, you know what's funny? Kurt Cobain would have 100% agree with you about Axl Rose because he fucking hated him.
Well, Axl Rose fucking sucked balls. That shouldn't even be controversial. Axl Rose just flat out fucking sucks. Patience is good. November Rain is okay.
Don't Cry is like the only song I can really tolerate.
Other than that, they're horrible. Take me down to the paradise city. I'd rather smash my face into a fucking windshield repeatedly than listen to that fucking song. I don't know why I said windshield. I meant something with glass.
That would be a windshield.
Hopefully after I keep smashing it, the glass can slice my fucking carotid so I never have to listen to that song again.
Oh, that would be a windshield.
Sweet Child of Mine is the worst song ever made. Sweet Child of Mine is the worst fucking song I've ever heard in my entire life. You know what other band sucks too? AC/DC.
I kind of like AC/DC.
I like Angus Young. Other than that, I don't really like AC/DC. They have a couple interesting songs, but Hell's Bells, Thunderstruck, two of the most overplayed and overdrawn out songs.
Dirty
ever.
Deeds was my favorite.
Dirty Deeds is okay, and She's Got Big Balls or whatever.
Great song.
The song's decent. And Shook Me All Night Long is okay. Other than that, dude, I don't like AC/DC.
Well, you can't forget TNT, the fucking classic.
That song's so annoying.
It is, but it's awesome.
TNT.
I'm dynamite.
I mean, I get why when that song came out it was probably cool, but as of now, no.
I don't know. It's a big part of my childhood. I remember,
Okay, give me your 3 most overrated bands, and then a band that you don't think is overrated because, like, they're okay, but everyone makes them out to be gods. One band that you think flat out, not that you don't like, but you think legitimately just fucking sucks.
That's a hard one. Shit. I don't know. That's 3 bands that I think are overrated and 1 band I think flat out blows. And we're talking real bands, not just acts or...
Real bands. Like I said, Rolling Stones.
Which, by the way, fuck you about that.
I hate Rolling Stones, dude.
They're great. Shit, dude. You know, that's a very hard question for me because I enjoy a lot of music.
I do too. I just hate certain things.
So, I think if I can name one band I think is good, but like kind of overrated, would be the Dropkick Murphys. I like them.
They're okay.
But like, yeah, I don't super see all the hype, for sure. Cher, I think she's like, well, that's just a solo act. That's not a band.
You think Billy Joel sucks?
Yeah, but he's not a band. He's Billy Joel. Billy
Joel is the name of their band. It just happens to have his... I was having this conversation with Josh in the car the other day. It's like...
Liberty or Franz?
Liberty. He was like fucking...
Give me liberty
it's
or
like,
give me Franz.
I was telling him, like, fucking... It's weird to say, like, oh, Billy Joel is one of my favorite bands. It's just weird to say. Because you don't say Billy Joel is one of my favorite musicians. Because some of the best fucking part about Billy Joel songs, the saxophone, the fucking guitarist is good, the drummer, his whole band's good. But the name of the band is fucking Billy Joel.
Yeah. So, yeah,
it's like saying,
Billy
who's
Joel...
your favorite band? Ted Nugent. No, that's a dude. No, I mean the band. I love Ted Nugent too, though. Ted Nugent's fucking awesome. I don't understand how you don't like Billy Joel.
It's not that I don't hate. I think he's overplayed. I think it's always been that way for me. So Billy Joel, who else did I say? Dropkick Murphys.
You think Led Zeppelin's overrated? I
fucking love Zeppelin. I mean, granted, they have ripped off 100% of their songs.
Yeah, no, but they literally just stole Stairway to Heaven. Like fucking ripped it right off from a band they saw at a bar.
It was an old song by Taurus. I think was the name of the band, something like that. But there's the thing, like a lot of blues rock, which is what Led Zeppelin was, had a lot of very similar styles. So it's hard to find the discrepancies between each blues rock song because they all come from the same kind of format, which is the 12-bar blues.
But Billy Joel's also blues rock.
Yeah, but he's something. All right, so we got Joel.
Can you at least admit that Billy Joel is unbelievably talented?
I never said he wasn't. I just think he's overrated.
Okay, I mean, I fucking love. This is my fourth favorite band, is Billy Joel. My top. Who's your top 5 favorite band?
Well, hold up. I'm still on the first list you gave me here. One band I think completely sucks dick. Let's see. There's a lot of those. Fucking. There's a lot of those. Holy shit. I can't even begin to think.
I don't mean the band like the Jonas Brothers. Like, it's not a band like, I mean a band that's actually like has world renown. That's just, and I don't mean like rap, because I know you don't really like rap.
There's some rap
I hate rap, so I'm not gonna say I think the worst fucking thing ever is Eminem. Because I hate rap, so even if he was good, I wouldn't be able to tell whether or not he was good, because I just fucking hate rap so much. So I'm not gonna say he completely fucking sucks, even though I think he sucks, because that's just totally, I don't even hear that the way other people hear that music. So I can't put in.
I don't know if I can name one, but what would you say my top 5 bands?
Yeah.
All right, so Tragically Hip.
They're your number one?
I don't know if it's in any particular order.
Oh, okay. Understandable.
Tragically Hip, Pink Floyd. I know so many goddamn bands, yet I'm blanking. Foo Fighters is up there. Chili Peppers. And
Pearl Jam?
I like Pearl Jam a lot, but I don't think they're in the top 5. They're in the top 10. They're not the top 5. I'd have to say... Fuck, man.
Fleetwood Mac?
Fleetwood Mac, probably, yeah. And then
see, I'll put
as far as solo,
I'll put Fleetwood Mac in my top 10. I can't put them in top 5. I haven't listened to enough of their stuff to where it'd be top 5 for me. Like, I've listened to a shit ton of their songs, but I generally just listen to the same ones. I listen to Rhiannon, Dreams,
the Rumors album.
The entire Rumors album. Then you fucking Rhiannon.
Did you listen to
and Gypsy? And I've listened to Sarah like twice. That's a great song, but I refuse to listen to that song. The song made me cry like a bitch.
You know what's really weird? Is like, I was, when I was working over at Norma's, like, you know, we listened to the 80s station a lot, and one day Gypsy came on the radio, and I liked the song a lot. I've never had any real emotional connection to it.
I fucking love that
song.
Like,
I do too. I love it, but I've never, like I said, there's songs I have an emotional connection to, ones I don't. Some are just really good songs. And to me, that's what Gypsy was, but I'm listening to Gypsy, doing dishes, and all of a sudden, I'm just hit with this wave of remorse and sadness just out of nowhere. And I know it's because of the song. I'm like, why the fuck did that just happen? And I still don't have an answer as to why.
You know what happened to me? When I used to smoke pot a little bit, I would listen to a lot of fucking music, because I would fucking do full albums and shit like that, just to see if I could like enjoy them. And I did enjoy the music a lot more when I was high. But, so like, I don't really do it anymore. And I'll still go back and listen to some of the songs I used to listen to a lot when I would do that. And I get like these weird like flashbacks.
Of like nostalgia.
Not so much that, but like my body, like, I got so used to listening to Rhiannon live, like their live version.
The one I sent you?
Yes. I got so used to listening to that when I was high that like now when I listen to it, I'll just close my eyes and my whole body will feel high again, and I'll be listening to a song like I was fucking high.
It's awesome, isn't it?
It's crazy.
It's awesome.
It's the same with
It's like a weird form of
muscle memory. It's the same with
memory.
like fucking Supertramp. It happens to me with Supertramp.
Speaking of
too.
which, I got something cool to show you.
What is it?
You keep talking.
You don't have fucking Breakfast in America on vinyl, do you?
Shush.
You do, motherfucker. Oh, I love that fucking album so much. Okay, so anyway, so for my top 5, I'll do it in order. Oh, fucking sweet. That's Thriller, though.
Really?
My top 5. So number 1's Tool.
Tool, of course.
Then Avenged Sevenfold. And then Metallica. Then Billy Joel. And 5, I really struggle. Because I'm pretty sure my 5th is Pink Floyd. But there's so much shit that Pink Floyd's done that I haven't really listened to. But
you mainly know fucking Wish You Were Here, Animals.
No, I've never listened to Animals before.
Really?
I know Dark Side of the Moon, The Wall, and Wish You Were Here, which are 3 of the greatest albums ever. But fucking Pantera, who's also like vying for that 5th spot with Pink Floyd.
Right.
I've listened to like all of their albums, and I fucking love, like, besides when they were that power metal band, I fucking love like everything that they did. But their 5 albums I listened to weren't as good as the 3 Pink Floyd albums, but I feel like I haven't listened to all of Pink Floyd's stuff, so I can't say like on average which one was better. Right. But I think I'd probably give 5 to Pink Floyd and 6 probably to Pantera.
Yeah,
and then Fleetwood Mac would be somewhere up there. I don't know. Then it gets really fucking hard for me, because after that, those are bands that I listen to like full albums and fucking crank through a bunch of fucking music for and do all this shit. But the other ones just kind of, I don't know. It's more like songs that I would listen to. Franz left. I'll be back in a minute. But they're more of songs that like I used to listen to, just like singles or, you know what I mean? Like, listen to oh fuck yes. Oh my god, as soon as this podcast is over, we're turning this on. I want to hear...
if we got some time, sure, guys. I gotta be at work at 5.
Well, what time? It's only like 3 right now.
3:15-ish.
Well, you want to fucking end this early so I can listen to Gone Hollywood?
Absolutely.
Alright. Fuck yeah. Great podcast, Franz.
Only half hour this time.